Hello, and welcome to my second video from the Vancouver Real Estate Club, 9 insider strategies you can use to buy real estate for no money down in Canada. These are strategies number 4 through 6. So let's get started. First off, our fourth no money down strategy is called a lease option in the United States, and we up here in Canada call them rent to own. In the United States, you can do what's called a lease option. That's basically a single contract that provides a tenant leasing from you and also an option for the tenant to purchase the property all in one agreement. Whereas in Canada, we have to have two separate agreements. We have a lease agreement and then a option for the tenant buyer to buy from us, and they rent to own it with an option agreement to purchase at the end. So let me go through the details of how that works and how you can use it in your personal life and how you can use it to help other people get into properties. So first off, this is a example of if you want to buy, say, a condo downtown or a house out in the suburbs. Basically, let's say you can't qualify for a mortgage right away, but in a couple of years you think you can. Your business is doing a little bit better, or you're a recent new immigrant, you just need to build up your credit. This is a strategy you can use to start purchasing a property in the future, getting today's price for it. So basically, you put down zero deposit, but you agree to rent it for, let's say, $2,000 a month, which is maybe close to above market price. Take some of your monthly credits and put them aside as the deposit, so that goes towards the owner, and that's a little bit extra that you pay each month, and that builds up your down payment. You talk to the owner and you agree to purchase the property for a certain amount of money in the future. It'll be like an additional 1 or 2 or 3% a year above what today's price is. So if you have good luck, and let's say you have the option to purchase the property at $500,000 in 5 years from now. Let's say you've executed at about 425 or 450, and then what happens is it goes and goes and goes. 5 years has taken place. Let's say the property has gone up to $550,000. That extra $50,000, you still have an option to purchase it at $500,000. So you can create that extra mortgage room or equity, that $550,000 value. You can use that as part of your refinance or your purchase finance when you're buying the property. So that builds up towards your down payment. So if that is greater than 5%, that's actually your entire down payment. You don't even have to put money down out of your pocket. So you take the option, take out the equity spread there, and put it all in your pocket. And so you have a property that you're able to rent for and build up your equity towards, and you're able to purchase it in the future, but the equity enough built up that you could just take the down payment out. So it's fantastic. That's one model, doing it yourself. The other model I prefer is, this was a client I had. They were out in Alberta, and she was a fitness instructor, and she's just starting her business, but she's doing very well, quite succeeding well. But she hadn't been in business for more than about, I think, a year or so. And then she wanted to be able to purchase a property. She fell in love with something, and she has enough money for a sizable down payment. She had about $25,000 to put towards this property, but she couldn't qualify for a mortgage. So what I did is I partnered her up with another investor who I had qualified for that mortgage. So he was going to be purchasing the property. He'll be on title, and then she'll rent to own it, or rent it from him with an option agreement. So what she did was, we took the $25,000, we put the down payment on a $205,000 property, which we actually got under contract for $196,000. So we financed it at $205,000. The down payment was there, and then she was agreed to rent it out for us for $1,000 a month. Well, our costs were about $900. So every single month, me and my partners profit $100 a month from her. And she actually bought it out in 3 years. So she executed the agreement and purchased us out. She said 2 years. We extended it for 1 extra year so she could build up a little bit more credit. So again, zero money out of pocket, because she gave us all the money for the down payment. Plus, we made about $15,000 up front. So I got the 5, and my partner shared the 10. So we all partnered and made a profit on the project. But she got in years before she would have otherwise got in, and she wasn't wasting all her money on rent. So it was a fantastic deal. No money down, no out of pocket, no credit involving with me. I just put some people together, put a deal together, and everyone was happy with it and quite successful. You can do these all over the place. No money down strategy number 5, increased appraisal. This is very good strategy when you know people that are involved in the construction industry and builders, because they do this all the time. All the time. So let's say the construction cost of a new home is $615,000. The land's $300,000. The construction cost is $315,000. So the nice thing though is in Vancouver and in certain areas, your cost may be X, but the appraised value, if you build a brand new house in a brand new neighborhood, is often higher than your construction costs. So in this case, the final appraised value when the house was constructed was $800,000. So 80%, that's an 80% first mortgage of $800,000 is $640,000. The bank lets $640,000 in mortgage. The difference of $640 minus $615 left $25,000 cash back at close, or money back left over at close. So the cost was $615. The cash back was $25,000. There's a way to work with the lenders that you do a partnership with the landowner. So you agree to buy the property. The landowner contributes the property, and with a arrangement with you that at the end they get paid out. So you don't have to actually come up with cash out of pocket. You can just refinance the property if it has enough equity in it to fund all the construction costs all the way to the end, and you get money cash back. This is how you do this type of deal, no money down. So this is very similar to a number of deals that we've done in the past. Next up, leveraging that. This is another strategy you can work with new construction, condo buildings. Like let's say they need to sell an extra 5 or 6 condos. What you do is you agree to buy a number of them, tie them up, put them under contract, and then sell them to investors afterwards. This is exactly what we did. A builder was building these. They had a for sale sign. We just knocked on the door, said, "Hey, are these up for sale?" And he said, "Yeah, absolutely." Just we said, "Okay, we'll put some money down. We'll put down $2, or actually it was about $100, but legally all you have to put down is $2 to show consideration for a contract." So we put down $2. We agreed to buy them within 45 days. So the nice thing about these properties, they're out in Surrey. They had a 4-bedroom unit upstairs, which rented for about $1,200, $1,300, a $900 2-bedroom suite in the basement, and a $900 coach house, which was above the garage. It was basically like a little triplex. They cash flowed, or they brought in rent of about $4,000, and all the expenses added up to about $2,000. So as you can see, these units were very, very profitable. But the builder was having a hard time selling, because it was just after the crash and real estate just wasn't selling. But we had a lot of investors who look at this deal and say, this is a pretty good deal. So we presented these, all 5 of them. We sold actually 4 in the first 30 days, and then the remaining one we sold a couple of days after that. So we netted more than $75,000. We bought them under contract for $490. We sold them for $535. We added some furniture package. We added a lot of value in between, and we customized a couple of things to make them more investor friendly to rent out afterwards. But each investor on these properties today receives $1,500 a month positive cash flow, and the property appraises for well over $75,000 or $70,000 more than they bought them for back then. So it's a fantastic deal. Put down $2. You work with some partners. You sell properties, and you make a very tidy. So you put $2 down and you get a $75,000 return. Not bad, not bad. It's a pretty good deal. So that's one of my more secretive strategies that you can use. It's not exactly no money down. You got to put that $2 or that $100, but this is the way to do it if you want to receive quick cash right away. So my next video is going to be strategy 6B. So it's actually you're going to get a bonus strategy. So 6, 7, 8, and 9 on our next video. Thanks very much. Talk to you later. Bye.